Priya Prakash Varrier on Breaking Wink Girl tag with Tamil debut. Right things happen at the right time exclusive. It's not every day that a wink turns into a nationwide sensation, but for Priya Prakash Varrier, it happened overnight. In 2018, a single moment from the Malayalam film Oru Adar Love catapulted her into the limelight, flooding social media feeds and headlines alike. But virality can be both a blessing and a burden, Priya reveals in her conversation with CNN News 18, after the success of her recent release Good Bad Ugly, starring Ajith Kumar in the lead role. Priya has taken her first significant steps into Tamil cinema after 6 years after going viral. Though delayed, she has entered the industry, not with one, but two back-to-back projects sneak opposite Danish and GBU with Ajith Kumar. In this candid conversation, she opens up about the long wait, the overwhelming attention, comparisons with Simran, and how she's working to move beyond the wink girl tag. So, the wink thing went viral back in 2018. It's now 2025. What took so long to step into Tamil cinema? Honestly, I think it was just about waiting for the right script. I truly believe the right things happen at the right time. And now, it feels like everything's coming together. Neek happened, and then GBU followed. It's like the stars aligned. I've been listening to scripts all along, but it's rare to find stories that make you say, I can't miss this. That's exactly how I felt when I heard Neek and GBU. Both felt like the perfect launchpads for my Tamil debut. You made your Tamil debut with two of the biggest names in the industry, Danish and Ajith. Let's start with Neek. Why do you think Danish wanted you for that character? I haven't actually asked him that. Laughs. He invited me to meet him in Chennai, and when we spoke, he said, I feel like you're perfect for Preeti. I really want you on board. And for someone like him to say that, it felt huge. He has a brilliant eye for talent, so I just trusted his instinct. When big stars approach you for a film, is it an automatic yes, or do you weigh your role carefully? Oh, absolutely I weigh it. Just because a big name is attached doesn't mean you can walk in and walk out. For Neek and GBU, I genuinely loved the characters Preeti and Nitya. I feel like both films wouldn't have been complete without them, and that's why I said yes. Are you someone who plans your career moves meticulously, or do you go with the flow? I've always been spontaneous. I don't sit and plan things like, these are the kinds of films I will or won't do. I look at what comes my way and pick what feels right. There's buzz that Neek 2 is in the works. Any confirmation? I really don't know. I hope it happens. There are some wild theories like the entire sequel taking place in a plane. That would be fun, right? But I haven't asked Danish sir about it yet. Now let's talk about GBU. What did director Adhik tell you when he pitched the film? He was very straightforward. He said, it's an Ajith sir film, so obviously other characters won't have a lot of screen time. But your role is pivotal. A major twist in the story comes through your character. That honesty really made me want to do it. There's a retro song in GBU, Sultana, which has gone viral since the film's release. Had you heard it before you did the film? I had heard the song but never watched the original video. I only saw it just before the dance rehearsals began. I didn't want to stress myself out early on. I watched it a few times and then just focused on enjoying the process. People are comparing you to Simran because of that song. How do you feel about that? I think it's an unfair comparison. Simran ma'am is in a league of her own. She has an aura that's untouchable. But I'm happy people liked the song and had kind things to say. That itself means a lot. What's your take on old songs making a comeback in modern films? I love it. As a 2K kid, I wouldn't have discovered these classics otherwise. So it's amazing that they're being brought back. Even in GBU, there's a song called Otaraba that I hadn't heard before. Now it's on my playlist. Did Simran reach out to you about the tribute yet? I had tagged her on Instagram when I shared a story. She replied saying she loved it. That message meant the world to me. GBU is not a conventional film, more like a fan tribute. Did you enjoy such? Venturezi had an absolute blast. Honestly, I wouldn't have understood all the references if I hadn't seen memes beforehand. Some of them helped explain deeper or hidden nods, and that made watching the film even more fun. There's that adage, don't meet your idols. Was working with Ajith intimidating? Not at all. In fact, it was the opposite. I wasn't just not disappointed, I was in awe of him. Not just the actor, but the human being. He's incredibly humble. I only got a little time with him, but it was so special. Was Ajith surprised by the craziness of GBU? The songs, the fan service? Not really. I think he just gave it complete freedom. He trusted the process, and that's what makes him who he is. You became instantly famous because of that one viral moment. Has that been a blessing or a burden? It's both, to be honest. It gave me recognition, but it also made people bitter. Some felt like it wasn't fair because others struggle for years. I get that. But the downside was the negativity that followed. Still, it gave me a platform, and for that, I'm grateful. Has it been hard to move past the wink girl image? Yes, and I always knew it would be. I had to do something bigger to break that mold, and I think GBU helped me do that. Latest blogs.